Hello, hello, hello. It is Friday, and I'm going to get that right today. My name is Paula Haick. I'm a conscious channel medium and a teacher. I come to you on weekday mornings at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and I like to have a little chit chat about a little coffee talk about all things universe and what my guides are telling me to convey to you today. So not only is it a sweet little message from the universe about energies and all the things, but it's also a great opportunity for me to connect in with my guides and practice being a conscious channel. So I thank you very much for that opportunity. I have stepped into knowing and being fully embracing my channeling gifts. And I'm just loving coming live and helping people remember who they are and giving them a beautiful frequency upgrade every morning to remind them that there's a choice to come from love or to not. And coming from love upgrades your frequency, upgrades your vibration, and leads to more possibilities, miracles, blessings, and gratitude in your life. So why not? Why not want to come from love? And why not want to have a beautiful reminder every day that you have that choice and you have that option? I remember when I was going through my awakening and figuring out why I'm not feeling so great and why I'm really not called to do the things that I thought I was to be called to do. I would have loved to have a constant reminder pop up and go, hey, yo, guess what? It's okay. You're going to figure it out. Just go in here. Get out of here, go in here, and let that lead. So I'm here to tell you I am that person for you today. All right, if you haven't been catching any of my lives at 9 o'clock, go back, watch them. It doesn't really matter which day you watch them on or what order you watch them on. Whenever they're called to you, watch them and see what happens. See if you can incorporate some of these teachings into your life and into your daily practice. So when I'm not with you on Saturdays and Sundays, feel free to repeat, or remember to go in and take 3 minutes and feel from that heart-centered space. Today is my Good Day Sunshine mug. I'm cultivating the sunshine because where I live, it is not yet out in the sky. So good morning. So I never really know what I'm going to speak about. I have an idea, and then I go, wait a minute, is that just like my ego wanting to come chat, or is that my guides wanting to come chat? So I kind of let it go. I go into a blank space, and I got the word strength today. And I said, okay, strength. Talk to me about strength. So we're going to talk about the word strength based on the law of polarity. So the law of polarity is just like the poles that we have on Earth, the North Pole, the South Pole. They guide our planet. We rotate. There are poles, and everything in between is balanced by these poles. So if you think about the law of polarity, we have light and we have dark, right? So without the dark, we can't appreciate the light. And without the light, we can't appreciate the dark. So they're poles, polar opposites, law of polarity. Such is a thing with strength. When we think about the word strength being strong, I used to automatically go to grit, power, muscles, working hard, digging in, strength, courage, feeling the feels, doing it anyway, being really strong. But with that law of polarity, all that beautiful definition of strength we just talked about, there's another definition of strength: the art of letting go. The idea that maybe we don't know or we don't need to know. Embracing change. Being okay with not knowing the how. Being okay with being vulnerable and open. And having the strength to really investigate and go deep and know who you are and surrender to that. So strength can be pulled, funny, pulled in two different ways. It can be that grit, get it done. I'm going to have to power through. I'm going to train. I'm going to work out. I'm going to do it anyway. But without that, we need to really concentrate on the other side of strength. Because to feed your courage and to feed your tenacity and to feed your get up and go and to feed your energy, you need to have the ability to let go. You need to be strong enough to know sometimes just surrendering and being okay with not knowing is the strongest thing that you could do in that moment, is the strongest gift you can give yourself. So they say, how do we know when to switch poles, the law of polarity, when it comes to strength? And they're saying there's an indicator when you've gone one side too far and one side the other too far. It's when you lose sense of who you are and things start to feel overwhelming and things start to feel out of control. So when you feel that, when you're in the let's go, I'm going to get it, I'm going to train, I'm going to work, I'm going to be strong, I'm going to do it anyway. When that no longer becomes a conscious choice, but a programming that you think you should do based on old habits or beliefs, and you start to feel overwhelmed and your body's going, whoa, put on the brakes, that's when you know you need to lean in to the surrender part of strength, to the being okay with not knowing, to the being okay with resting, and to the being okay with freeing yourself of all sorts of preconceived notions that you should be in that moment. There is strength in knowing that. On the flip side, when we are complacent and we're just feeling and we're not motivated and we're not having the tenacity or the strength to move towards what we are, what we want to do, a change we want to make, we're feeling tired. There's a trigger. There's an alarm. We're feeling overwhelmed at the thought of doing anything. And we're feeling lost. So those are the three things, indicators that maybe you need to realize when you flip the poles, the law of polarity on strength, and you need to move towards being a little bit more courageous, having a little bit more tenacity, and accepting that you're going to be vulnerable, but you're going to do it anyway. So as we cultivate our strength and we get to know ourselves from the inside out, life becomes just a little bit easier. And when you notice yourself pushing through or doing it anyway, even though your body says no, lean into that vulnerability. Lean into the strength of just being okay with not knowing the how. With just being okay with being vulnerable. There's so much strength in that. There's so much strength in being a listener and quieting down and sitting with yourself until that thrive, that gusto, that passion fires back, and then go do all the beautiful things you were meant to do, and do them with so much love and so much passion that the universe will have no choice but to move mountains to support you. There is strength in knowing that there are universal laws out there, and that all you have to do is be 100% authentically you, and you are always, always supported. There's a strength in knowing that. And there's a strength in waking up every day and resetting and going, okay, I may have forgotten yesterday that I was source, but today I'm remembering. Today, right now, I'm remembering that I am a soul living in a physical body experience. And I'm going to remember that I could stop the overwhelm, and I can stop the struggle, and I could stop the worry, and I could stop the fear by sitting, remembering who I am at the core, going in and leading from love, being so gosh darn grateful for everything that I have, for everything that has happened to me in my life to give me this moment right here, and to love and support myself as I continue to awaken. Wow. Big message today. So we're going to go in and we're going to remind ourselves, and we're going to readjust, realign, and we're going to connect to that 5D frequency that we chat about every day. Being in 5D, which means knowing that you are bigger than your senses, bigger than your physical body, and that you're here to live your life on purpose for your purpose. So let's give our eyes a close or soften them wherever we are. Let's take a breath. Let's just feel into our body today. Our root ground down if you're standing through your feet, if you're sitting through your root chakra, your tailbone. And become aware of the space at the top of your head. And allow more light to pour through the top of the head. Noticing the color today, the temperature, the texture, the brightness. Letting it bathe over your entire body. Connecting to the source in you with the source all around and above. Amplifying as we bring that source light to our heart. We send it down to the heart and we watch it magnify, become more intense and bigger as it expands from our heart all the way to our rib cage and past and beyond. Feeling in that heart space, that is you, that is your essence, that is your soul. Feeling it a little bit more as it grows beyond you and beyond the place where you're sitting. So now that you're at the center of this beautiful white light orb, your soul, your essence, knowing that is always going to be there today for you to lean into, for you to come back to this practice, this 2-minute practice. Keeping expanding this light out through your house, wherever you are. Imagine it going bigger, bigger, bigger. Through your city, your town. Sending white love to everybody that you meet today, and right back to yourself. I wish you the very best day. Thank you for joining me. I'll be back Monday morning. Maybe, you know what? I am traveling Monday morning. So I'm hoping to maybe come a little earlier and do this. But if I miss Monday, I apologize. I'll be back Tuesday morning and Wednesday morning. And I wish you the very best weekend. Thank you so much. Bye.